What is up, everybody? It has been an exciting day for Marvel Rivals. We just got the official trailer for Rogue, and she looks absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to play her. She looks so awesome. Her kit is insane. But anyways, we're not here to talk about Rogue this time. Make sure you subscribe so you come back and we do talk about Rogue. But I wanted to go over the balance changes. They just released the balance patch, and I want to go over all the changes because there are some big ones, all right? So they released it over on their blog if you want to check it out. But I like these little graphics that they do. But real quick, I just want to bring to everybody's attention, when they did the last balance patch, like it was like this all buff patch, and I saw so many people complaining, but the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. And like so many gamers think that you know, the devs need to listen to gamers more about what's good and what's bad about the game. And the thing is, we have to have some humility and realize we do not know most of the time, all right? Because Marvel Rivals has had like over 100,000 players daily for this entire first half of the season, which they hadn't done in months. I was actually getting a little bit worried about it. So buffing everybody, like listen, if everybody is strong, then nobody is super overpowered, like, right? Like there's still some really strong heroes that are stronger than others, but listen, like especially in a Marvel game, like people want to play their favorite heroes, and there's nothing worse than wanting to play a character that you love and they suck, right? So anyways, it looks like they're continuing that tradition by buffing a crap ton of characters. There are some nerfs, which we'll touch on, but anyways, let's break down these buffs and nerfs, and I'll give you my thoughts on them, all right? So first up, Penny. Spider's pilot faces a slight durability downgrade. Better stay nimble, Penny. Reducing base health from 750 to 700. Not too big of a deal. So yeah, Emma Frost, I'm not gonna read all these little doodads, but Emma Frost, increased base health from 550 to 600, but remove the team up anchor from 100 bonus health. So as we'll see in a minute, they're switching up the team up ability, so she's losing this. So it looks like she has a net loss of 50, but I really don't think that's going to be a huge deal, especially because if you watched the Dev Vision, her new team up ability looks sick, all right? So Thor takes some lessons from Marvel Zombies mode. So during Storm Surge, instead of being unable to change directions of movement, Thor can now freely adjust it while dashing and moving in any direction. So those of you who haven't played Zombies, by the way, they just extended it again. I didn't realize it was that popular. I was playing it a ton. Some of you might have found me because of my Marvel Zombies content. But anyways, in Marvel Zombies mode, when you do his like dash ability with the hammer, you can like fly around in different directions, but in regular just modes, you can only go straight. So they're making it so you can turn as well. Kind of like our boy The Thing when he does his little charge. So Ben Grimm's punches hit harder and his crowd control lasts longer. So check this out. Increase Stone Haymaker bonus damage equal to enemies' max health per hit from 8% to 10%. Anything that's percentage, you really have to pay attention to. I don't think a lot of people like understand how crazy like percentage-based things are. So I think this is gonna be pretty sick. The Thing, if any of you have been following me for a while, The Thing is somebody who I was like, oh yeah, this guy kind of sucked. And then I just decided to grind him to Lord, and he quickly became one of my my favorite Vanguard. So it's awesome to see him getting a buff like this. Also, increase the duration of the lingering anti-mobility field after Yancey's recharge from 3 seconds to 5 seconds. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel those extra 2 seconds. All right, now on to the duelist. I'm not a big duelist player, but I will say I'm trying to learn some more now that I've been working on my aim training and stuff. But yeah, Blade is somebody that I've wanted to play, and it looks like they're giving him some buffs. All right, so increasing Ancestral Sword's single hit damage from 24 to 26, and Whirlwind Slash single hit from 15 to 16. This doesn't seem that big, and I'm curious to see how it feels, but Blade attacks fast as hell, so maybe this will be huge, but this is the one that I think is gonna be really interesting. Reduced Bloodline Awakening, reduced healing from 35% to 25%. Again, percentage-based stuff is big and impactful, so this might be pretty legit. All right, Jean Grey's Fiery Spirit, so her ultimate ability increased the summoning health from 400 to 500. All right, that's cool. I don't know how many people were dying when going into her ultimate ability, but this gives her a little bit more survivability. Frank Castle got a little bit more firepower, Watcher 6, increased adjudication damage per hit from 19 to 20. Now, Human Torch. I've seen a lot of people just like complaining that Human Torch went from like just this insanely powerful duelist to like not really playable, and it looks like they're trying to find this balance. So I hope this doesn't make him like too meta again. He was very annoying to deal with. There are a lot more anti-heal, or not anti-heal, anti-air answers now, so might not be too bad. But anyway, slightly reduce projectiles spread, increase, and this for fire cluster, increase single cast projectile damage from 5 to 5.5, adjust maximum fall off from 60% at 30 meters to 60% at 20 meters. All right, blazing blast, reduce single charge speed from 3 seconds to 2.5 seconds and increase hit damage from 40 to 45. This might not be game breaking, so I'm not too concerned about it yet. All right, Psylocke. This we love to see. Increase the energy cost of Dance of the Butterfly from 2,800 to 3,400. That's crazy. I don't think I ever realized how low the ultimate charge was. Like, that is kind of bonkers. So this is good, because it is a very, very, very strong ultimate ability. Like, worst case scenario, you're typically taking out at least one person, right? Just completely eliminating them from a fight. And that's like worst case. You know, you can take out 2-3 people if you catch like 2 like squishy healers in the back line. Who can't get away. All right, Logan's ultimate ability, you can now target walls when for its landing point. Now, Man Without Fear loses a bit of his grit. Remove team up anchor, 25 bonus health. Daredevil's strong. I don't know if the 25 bonus health is really gonna make or break him. Scarlet Witch, we love to see it. Let me give you my hot take about Scarlet Witch. Like, especially because me and my son, and like, we just recently watched Multiverse of Madness again, and like, Scarlet Witch is like one of the most powerful characters in like the entire Marvel universe, and it's like crazy how much she sucks in Marvel Rivals. So anyways, let's see what they did for old Wanda here. Increase the charge to, I can never say that word, the burst by chaos control hits from 0.8 to 0.1. Okay, increase Dark Seal projectile speed from 40 meters per second to 60 meters per second, and remove spell field generation delay. That might be pretty powerful. Increase reality erasure, ultimate ability, enemy pull speed. So yeah, those of you who don't know, in recent patches, like, made it so like it sucks people in. They're within a certain range. During cast duration from 2.4 meters per second to 3 meters per second. So it's gonna pull people in faster. Crazy. All right, hopefully she's playable. Especially now that I got the zombie Scarlet Witch skin. Oh, all right, let's see what they're doing with these strategists. Gambit. Oh, don't hit Gambit too hard. Increase the energy cost of Raging Royal Flush, ultimate ability from 4,300 to 4,500. That's fine. That's like barely an increase. And like, I honestly can't believe this didn't get harder, hit harder with, like, you know, the healing, the damage boost, you know, the ultimate charge boost. Like, it's bonkers, everything that can do. So yeah, Gambit fans, we made it out easy on this one. Loki, the Trickster God's illusions are even more potent. Increase damage and healing ratio of Loki's doppelgangers from 80% to 90%. Okay, that's pretty crazy. Let's jump over to Invisible Woman. Susan Storm's invisibility trick is now a little bit more precious. Increase the energy cost of her ultimate ability from 4,300 to 4,500. Again, super powerful ability. I don't think that's too bad. Rocket's ultimate takes a little more juice to fire off. They increase his, by 300 points, so that's a little bit more than them. Okay, not too bad, but, you know, they're just bringing this in line to where these used to be. I think it'll still, yeah, that's fine. Luna, okay, what's going on with Luna? New ability, what? Luna ability. Luna can apply Idle Aura to herself separate from Share the Stage. When Idle Aura is active, 10% of healing to allies is converted into healing for Luna herself, and she gains a 10% healing boost and a 10% damage boost? What? What? That's nuts. Hold on. Idle Aura. Hold on, don't call me stupid. I have Luna at Lord, all right, but like, I just don't memorize the name of these. I just wanna make sure this is what I think it is. All right, where are we at? HLHIJKLMN. Okay, we're almost there. Wait, what? What? Oh, we had Phoenix a second ago. I was like, where'd we go? Okay, Idle Aura. Oh, so new ability. Okay, allies with Idle Aura. Yeah, so that's this. So when she has it on someone else, she's getting 10% of the healings for herself, and she gets a 10%, and she gains a 10% healing boost and a 10% damage boost. Like, as long as you just have that snowflake on somebody, which you always do, that's nuts, dude. Like, for a long time, everybody like memed about how like they were constantly just buffing Luna because like Danny, Danny, one of like the main Marvel Rivals dudes, like creator, and like she's been like one of the lower tier strategists for a little bit now. This is bonkers. That's crazy. She's gonna be back on top, I think. But I don't know, Gambit's so good. But like, here's like going back to what I said at the start of the video, like you're making everybody good. You're making everybody good. And that's cool too, because maybe people won't be scrambling and fighting for certain like heroes and stuff. It does make picking and banning a little bit tougher and competitive, but screw it. All right, reduce absolute zero startup time and increase projectile speed from 60 meters per second to 80 meters per second. Which one was absolute zero? Oh, good. That thing is a pain to, I think it's a pain to land sometime. Okay, that's awesome. Ultron, this is the one. Oh God. Full disclosure, I checked this one out before, and this reminds me of Jeff. So I've been getting every single strategist to Lord. I have a bunch of Vanguards at Lord too. Ultron is one of my last ones, and like I've just been like kind of like playing him lately. He was fun at first, and I'm like but these buffs, I am stoked, especially because I'm about to get that Infinity Ultron costume. Woo! All right, let's jump into it. Imperative. Firewall now requires a target with imperative patch to use. After use, Ultron gains 65 bonus health. The target and nearby allies get 50 bonus health, plus the selected ally gains 20% movement speed and 10% damage boost. All right? Movement speed and damage boost on the person that has the drone. Now, wait for this. Imperative patch can now deploy up to 2 drones, allowing support for 2 allies at once. So he's gonna be putting this new buffed ability on 2 people, right? And remember, it has an AoE healing effect too. So that is amazing. Like, this is nuts. And then increase the energy cost from 37 to 100 to 4,000. Let me tell you, I think I have set the record of the guy who dies the most in Ultron's ult. I die so much in his ultimate ability, it's nuts. I wish there was one more little bullet on here where it's like you're invulnerable or you get better healing when you ult. Like, it's nuts. It's probably a me problem, but anyways, I digress. All right, so anyways, new team up abilities. Go watch the dev vision. This is sick. Basically, Emma is now in the team up with Luna and Iron Fist. Emma can now put a freaking ice wall behind people and then kick them into it. So you know how like Emma, like, you know, you'll freaking like choke slam them and kick them into a wall. Now she can make her own wall if there's no walls around. All right, Psylocke, she's removed from the Emma team up ability. Rogue is going to join the Gambit and Magneto team up. Of course she's gonna join Gambit, right? But Rogue receives the hearts as one ability through her team up with Gambit. So I believe like what they said was like this damages people in an AoE, but it also like she gets healed as well. I think that's what it was. Don't quote me on that. Go watch the dev vision. And then Psylocke was added to the Cloak and Dagger and Hawkeye one. So Psylocke unlocks a new light and dark darts ability through her team up with Cloak and Dagger. So I believe she can heal and like hit multiple people or something like that. You know what? I'm right here. Let's go check it real quick. Let's check it out, all right? Here, I have sound, you're not gonna have sound. All right. So, here, I'll give you some sound. So check this out.
She can unleash a cone of frost to slow enemies and use her diamond form to create a wall of diamond ice, blocking enemy movement. Psylocke joins Sword of Duality,
Here we go.
gaining control over light and dark energy. With light energy, she throws a returning shuriken that damages enemies.
Yeah, so that's almost like Invisible Woman.
When it returns, it heals Psylocke based on the number of targets hit.
So, and it heals her based on the number of people hit. So if you're hitting a few people.
With dark energy, she scatters a ring.
So then it says with dark energy. So how does she toggle in between it?
Of dust damaging enemies in range, and entering a phase state, becoming invisible.
So she has invisibility and like
Rogue
an invulnerable
joins
state?
explosive entanglement.
Okay, let's see what this one is.
Gambit channels kinetic energy into Rogue, and when she
Yeah, so see that? She's healing this one and damaging.
activates the ability, every attack she makes damages enemies around her and heals nearby allies.
Pretty sick. Pretty sick. All right, and then what's this? Daredevil's toughness is trimmed. We're slightly reducing. Yeah, so 25 health bonus. All right, but anyways, yeah, so those are the buffs and somewhat nerfs coming. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I am so pumped. My Twitch is down below. Make sure you follow me. I'm part of the official Marvel Rivals creator program, and we should be getting early access. I'm thinking tomorrow, maybe they've been changing things up, but we might have early access. So if you want to see me play test some Rogue, make sure you go follow me on Twitch, and I'll be sure to make some videos about Rogue because I am going to be playing the bejesus out of her. All right, but anyways, that's all I got for this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and yeah, have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.